basically.
Right. Okay.
The fluid in a different way. I don't know the ins and outs, but it's a slightly different test, and it uses a bigger needle, and I was absolutely terrified. And he practically held my hand while he did it. I'm sure there was a midwife holding my hand, and Gareth was talking me through everything he was doing. And this is going to feel a bit uncomfortable, Laura, but you're going to be okay. You know, they numb things and they do all that.
Yeah.
You don't feel it necessarily, but it isn't pleasant, and it was scary, but I did it. And they said, we'll try and get the results back as quickly as we can. We're conscious that it's a bank holiday coming up. We don't really want to leave you, pondering over the bank holiday. If we can help it, we will ask them to do. So they send the test over to the Life Centre in Newcastle.
Okay.
So they do a lot of genetic testing there. I don't know what the ins and outs of what the Life Centre does, but
I believe it's the Centre for Genetics in the Northeast.
So yeah, one of the things they do is they take. I wouldn't have thought that an organisation like that would be testing the hospital's stuff, but they were. It was quite fascinating to me that's where my sample went. And I got a phone call on the Thursday at 4:00 before the Good Friday. So within 2 days, I got a phone call from another consultant in fetal medicine because Gareth wasn't around that day.
Right.
To give me the result. Phone rings, private number, heart stops. Oh my God, this could be the hospital ringing with my results. John was second day in his brand new job, or first day in his brand new job. He might have had the day off in between. But so I was at home on my own. Phone rings. Hello? Oh, hello, it's so-and-so from the RVI. I'm just ringing with your results. Okay. I'm sorry to tell you, but your baby does have Down syndrome.
Right.
Oh my God. Okay. Do you have any questions?
Yeah. It's a lot to take in.
And he said, "What do you have any questions?" I said, I don't know. And he said, well, what are you wanting to do? And I said, what do you mean? He said, do you want to carry on or do you want to terminate? We need to know quickly. This needs to be dealt with quickly. Well, I need to speak to my partner for a start. Okay. And I started getting a bit like, hang on a minute, you're a bit of a... I wasn't a fan of his temperament, the way he was coming across. So, but I said, all right, stop, hang on a minute, let me just think. I do have a question. What if we terminated this baby because they have Down syndrome? Because I believe that's what I'm supposed to do, having gone through this process. And we tried again, but having some genetic testing done ourselves, maybe some, not IVF, but some sort of support through the process, because this has happened. Well, you're just swapping one problem for another. Right. So are you telling me that that's not an option? Well, I wouldn't recommend it. Right. So what do you want to do then? I said, well, I don't know. And he said, well, you'll just have to ring us on Tuesday morning and tell us if you would like to be booked in for a termination or you would like to carry on. Goodbye. And put the phone down. The call was literally 2.5, 3 minutes.
Wow.
It was very fast. And of course, I was just hysterical. I rang John.
Jeez.
He got a speeding ticket coming home.
Wow.
But he was able to do a speed awareness course, so that was good.
Good. Every cloud. Yeah.
Every cloud. So he came rushing home and we just were in shock, really. Even though it was a possibility, we were still in shock, I think, from getting the actual result.
John so far has been, I don't care. Now it's been spelt out.
Mm-hmm.
What was his view?
So John it was difficult for John to express his opinion because he very quickly said, it's your body, Laura. Yes, it's our baby, but it's your body. And we don't know what effect this could have on your body. We don't know, at the end of the day, you are the person that is rearing this child effectively, if you want to put it in animalistic terms.
Indeed.
You are going to bring this baby into the world, and therefore I don't feel it's my place to tell you what to do in this situation. And I said, well, I would still like your opinion. And he said, well, as I've said before, it doesn't make any difference to me. That is my baby and I will love that baby no matter what.